fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty, hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do begin, a lot of people were confused by what I did in the last part with the ending. Now, basically what happened in the last part was there was an event called the Infinity Gauntlet, except it went differently from the way it happened in the original comics. Over the course of 5 years, there was a battle that ensued, and eventually they were able to take down Thanos and get the gauntlet back. Then, the top smartest men remaining on the planet, they formed the Marvel Illuminati. This being a combination of Reed Richards, Iron Man, Charles Xavier, T'Challa or the Black Panther, and Black Bolt of the Inhumans. Now, I believe I'm missing one, but at this point, I'm not going to look into it because I just started recording. Now, basically what they did once they got their hands on the gauntlet was they thought about using it to safeguard Earth. And its overwhelming power did lead to some ideas within the Illuminati, as they then used it to make a better world for everyone. And the end result was the world Izuku Midoriya was born into, which Midoriya shattered whenever he turned into the Void, and fought the Phoenix. Now, whenever the Illuminati created this world, the Infinity Gems were scattered across that reality. And, once they got back into this world, the gems remained in the same spot. So, with that being said and explained away, let us pick up there. Izuku Midoriya. He is going to walk out of the Xavier Mansion. And whenever he does, he is looking around. Everything does look the same. He doesn't understand what Charles does mean. This reality... bullshit. Yeah. I don't get it. Now, this will be whenever he actually does hear a voice in his head, as it is telling him to turn around. Doing so as he does see Irma. Hey, what's up? Are you heading back to Mutant Town? Yeah. But, now that I'm thinking about it, if this reality really has changed, I should see what's going on. See if my life is still the same. My mom had telekinesis and my dad was the Human Torch. Shit. This is gonna be weird. But I'm kinda just worried. Worried about what? Well, I mean, if things are really gonna be that drastic. I mean, I just saw my mom and dad, 2 days ago. For them, I could have been there, I don't know. So, I'm just gonna go find that out. Then I'll head back. Alright. Now, Midoriya does go to take off, as Kirk does bamf outside. Him with a bandage around his face, asking Irma if he just left. Well, yes, he did. Why? I was hoping to talk to him. Nothing you could say would ever make up for what you did. Him trying to say it's all a big misunderstanding. However, she just look at him and smack him on the side of his face. Kirk wincing in pain after that. Now, Midoriya he does quickly fly, as he's floating in front of an apartment complex. After a few minutes, and he is hesitating. Now, this would be whenever Mitsuki, she actually would exit her apartment building. And she does actually lock her door before turning around and seeing Izuku. Her somewhat screaming, before calming down. Hmm? Oh, sorry Mitsuki. Hmm? You, what are you doing here? Uh, I came to see my mom. I don't think that's a good idea. She doesn't want to see you, remember? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Really? So humans are really that forgetful to you, aren't they? What? Mitsuki, where's Bakugo? Hmm? Oh, him? I'm surprised you don't know. Remember Terragenesis? The clouds? They happen. All because of you freaks. Now my baby's not even mine anymore. Hmm? Mitsuki, you're acting different. Hmm? Different? Well, maybe because if my son wasn't taken away from me, I wouldn't be acting like this. No, you should just get out of here. And leave. Now, Midoriya, he actually would land onto the apartment complex and tell Mitsuki that he doesn't understand. He can explain it to her, but she won't get it. Hmm? Wouldn't get what? That in this world of gods and monsters, I'm human? Sure. I doubt you'd ever make me understand. No. Midoriya, he actually would just hold out his hand, watching as she does back away in fear. Hmm? I can show you. Listen, we changed things here. We changed the world by accident. This isn't how it was. Hmm? Stay away from me. Now, Midoriya actually does reach out with his power and show her what he has been through his entire life. Now, at the same time, Midoriya would actually look through her own memories and find out about what this Terragenesis is. Now, Midoriya can see the way the world has unfolded here. Mutants, they didn't pop up 200 years ago in this timeline. They're recent. They've been around for, well, he doesn't understand it. Logan remains the same. And then there's Charles. And then there's everyone else. The world is just now knowing about them. There's no quirks here, there's no nothing. And well, whenever people vanished years ago, Mitsuki doesn't know about that. So he's assuming that she vanished. Now, Midoriya, he actually would stop looking through her mind, as she just get up and turn around, asking what he just did to her. Hmm. I showed you my world. Hmm. Listen, you. Don't do that again. But that world was better than this one. Her turning around and quickly walking away, as Midori would stand in front of an apartment door. And he actually just reaches his hand out to knock on it. Now, Midori does wait a second, as the door would open. And there standing in front of Midoriya would be a little kid. Hmm? Hi, who are you? Hmm? Uh, who are you? I'm Izuku Midoriya. I'm sorry, is this the wrong apartment? Hmm? Midoriya? But I don't understand. Wouldn't that make you my big brother? Hmm? Wait, hang on. Now, Midoriya, he would just say his sister's name. Now, I'm not really too sure of a good name right now, so let's just say Yui Midoriya. You, Y-U-I or Yui, I think. Anyways, now, Midoriya would say that name, and she would just look at him confused, asking how he knows her, until Inko actually would walk up. The moment she does see Midoriya, her eyes do somewhat light up, not with happiness or joy, but somewhat in fear, as she does actually push Yui to the side, and tell her to stay in here, before she does actually try to push Midoriya backwards, telling him that he can't be here. Her then taking a step outside and closing the front door. Mom, what are you doing? How did this all happen? I don't get it. Why is she older? Hmm? You. How are you? Why are you here? Hmm? I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Hmm? I don't understand. You're not supposed to know where we are. What? What are you talking about? You don't know? Why are you acting like that? Hmm? Acting like what? You don't know. Jesus. Mom, where's Dad? Now, Inko would just look at Midoriya, her looking at him confused and angry, before realizing that this is a genuine question, as she would give Midoriya an address, saying that that's where his father is located, and to not come back here. Now, Midoriya, he would actually listen, leaving and telling his mom that he will come back, and try at least help solve everything and get her through this. Now, Inko did think that her son was sounding crazy, and Midoriya, he actually would fly to this location, confused, as, after a few minutes of looking around, he does see something that did actually somewhat make his heart drop, as he does fall onto his knees, and tears begin to flow through his eyes, as there he does see his father's grave. Now, Midoriya would look at the year that this tombstone was placed, or that his father died. And it's quite, well, bad. This tombstone is marked for the day Midoriya gained his power. And it's hard to believe. Whenever Midoriya turned 10 years old, and the day his power manifested, that's what this tombstone is marked for. And he's able to put it together quickly, as he does look at the tombstone before quickly flying away, and heading back to Mutant Town. Now, Midoriya, he actually would walk into Mr. M's workshop and tell the man that they need to talk. Who are you, young man? You don't remember me? It's me, Izuku. Hmm? Izuku? Don't know. I would know that name. Really? Okay. How about Powerhouse? Does that ring any bell? Hmm? No. Okay. Mr. M, just look through my head. You'll see. Something weird is going on here. Now, Mr. M actually does look at Midoriya before just saying, "Oh, oh, yeah, that's not right. Okay, can you fix it then? Kid, I don't think you understand. I wasn't aware of that. Okay, wait, what? So, what is going on? I don't know. No. As for that, you and I knew each other for 6 months, but I have no memory at all of you. So, I'm assuming parallel world or something. No. Yes? I don't know. Apparently, my entire life is fucked here. So, can you at least show me? Please. No. Mr. M actually would go to turn to Izuku, telling him that does he really want to know what two worlds are like that are so different? Yes. No. Mr. M would stand up and take the cigarette out of his mouth, as he would just flick it away and then walk over. Him bring his hand up to Midoriya's head, telling the kid that this is his last chance to back out. Do it. Now, Midoriya is flooded with memories that are his and are not. Now, he is confused. These are all taking place from his own eyes. But they're this world's version of him. Now, Midoriya would watch it. The day his powers manifested, and a large explosion happened. Midoriya, he just, well, hurt a lot of people. And he was then quarantined and taken away. The moment they found out that he was a mutant and that his powers were deadly, they immediately went to Inko. And with her being a very vulnerable person at the time, she made a very rash decision. She signed away her rights to Midoriya and was no longer his mother. And he was dumped into the Mutant Institute, where he was raised. And ever since then, he's been trying to work on his powers. Midoriya has tried saving many people, but those people always view him as a freak, and they don't really know very much. A few times Midoriya has lost control, and the world has been wiped clean about him. And, more or less recently, that's happened again. Only the people who knew Midoriya as a child know who he is, truly. And they're all afraid of him. Now, with that being said, Midoriya, he does actually go to run away, as he does fly to Genosha, and he does land on the island, as whenever he does, a man will come walking up to him, telling that he's not permitted to be here. As Midoriya would turn his head to see Magneto, as Magneto would just look at the boy, and tell him that, so, he's back. Hmm? You know who I am? Of course I do. So, young man, you are aware of what we've done. Yes, I don't get it. Why? Why did you do this? And man, we saw no other way. Tensions were rising, mutants were being hunted and killed. Everything was going bad for us. So we created Paradise. At least that's what we called it. Things changed a lot. We've had to fix it. There really wasn't another option. Genosha's in danger. And even then, I'm doing my best to protect my people. I understand. I'm trying to do my best to protect everyone that I can. Humans and mutants. The timeline I just killed. My parents were not mutants, Magneto. They had quirks. I see. You were raised for an upbringing that was good, were you not? Yes, I was. My entire life, not even half of it have I had my own powers. Now, you're telling me I can't even look my own mother in the eye because I killed my own father. Sorry, you have to feel that way. You're sorry? Tell me how to bring him back. You told me yourself. You changed reality. You can do it again. I know you can. We don't know. What we used, we can't find. It's not here anymore. It might be some time, but there might be a way. This plan we can put in place. It can help us. But are you sure that you would like to go down this path? Yes, I don't care. I just want to put my life back in some reasonable amount of order. I don't have any memories from this world. I had to talk to another mutant just to get them. I'm not from this place. I'm displaced here. Don't you understand? Yes, I do. I understand what it's like to be persecuted just for what you are. For being a mutant? No. That didn't happen until later in my life. Young man, things will... I'm not going to say that. Take your time. Now, Magneto then informed Midori that if he does want to cut loose with some power, then he should check over in him saying an exact location, talking about how he heard that there was somebody over there, currently causing a bit of chaos. Now, Midoriya does say thank you to Magneto, as Magneto can see Midoriya actually fly off at high speeds, as he does watch the boy, and then taking a breath in and a breath out, thinking about how Charles, he is treading a fine line. All the secrets he's hiding, they're going to come to the surface one day. And whenever they do, things are just going to start getting from bad to worse. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. Catch you guys in the next part.